Welcome to day 3 of your amazing workout program. Your entire list of what you need to do will be posted so you know the sets, reps, and the exercise. You can always come back to them. So we're moving right along. The workout today is only going to be 2 exercises. We're going to have our knee raises walking with the weights. And we're also going to be doing our knee to elbow toe touch. Now, if you don't have space to move around, it's perfectly fine if you do it in place. You're going to spend about 1 minute and 30 seconds doing your walking knee raises with your weights. All right. So first thing is grabbing those weights, giving yourself some space. You want to start with your feet inside your shoulders, right? You shouldn't be super wide, starting here. And as we drive that arm up, starting at our pocket, we're going to drive the opposite knee up. Boom. Ending at our ears. Then we're going to switch in the other way, starting at our pocket, ending at our ears. Pocket, ear. Pocket, ear. That's where the weight should be going. And make sure we never have any dead feet. All right? That's the first exercise. Second exercise, good old knee to elbow, and then toe touch. So we're going to start with this left elbow, reach for our knee, and then same arm, same leg, try to reach for that toe. Same thing on the other side, knee to elbow, reach for the toe. And you want to keep going. It's perfectly fine if you can't quite get your elbow to tap your knee. You just want to continue to make as much progress as you can with this. Alternating, trying to keep moving. Magic. Now that we're done the warm-up, we're going to transition into our first circuit of exercises. Now, there's 2 circuits for this routine, right? Our first circuit is 3 exercises. Our final circuit is going to be 2 exercises. The 3 exercises we're going to do here are going to be toe taps, overhead press, and step ups. So you can have a stepper, or if you're the bottom step of your home, right? So toe taps are going to be here, just like those walking knee raises. We're tapping the toe, just with the toes, not with the heels. Quick tap, arms up, and coming right back. Boom. You want to be here for an entire minute. If you want to give yourself a challenge, do it with the weight. You're going to be doing this exercise for 1 minute. After you finish, you want to rest for about 30 to 45 seconds. Then you're going to be transitioned to your next exercise. If you're at a step, you're going to take about 1 or 2 steps back. We're going to bend our knees, brace the core, and we're going to go straight into overhead press. Now, there's 2 ways we can do this. If we want to build the bottom of our arms, the triceps, we want to come in more, or we can go out more if we want to focus more on the shoulders. For this exercise today, we're going to focus more on the shoulders. So we're going to be out, and all we're doing is pressing directly up, coming back down. I don't want to see you down here. This is resting. I'm trying to move for the entire minute, resting afterwards. Elbow stop here, boom. You have your overhead press. Stopping at about 90 degrees, keep your arms out, pressing all the way up, and try to get back if you want to help with the mobility. And then lastly is going to be the third exercise of this circuit, which are going to be your step ups. Now, I don't want you to have weights for this. Put these to the side. And what you're going to do, you're going to step up with your right, step down with your right. Up with the right, down with the right. Up, down. Good, good. So you're going to do this same leg for an entire minute. Now, when you get to the second round of the circuit, then since you did the right for the first round, we're going to do the left for the second round, okay? But this is going to be a full minute with 30 to 45 seconds rest right after. Now, this is going to be your first circuit, and those are the 3 exercises. 1 minute of active work, 30 to 45 seconds of rest. Those are the 3 exercises. You're going to try to get these done 3 times. Challenge yourself with the weights. All right, you got it. All right, the second and final circuit for this routine. It's only 2 things that you have to do. The 2 things are going to be a side lunge, which you're going to stay nice and wide, shifting from one side to the other. I want you to start with trying to get your mobility. I want you to try to get your actual finger to tap your toe. We want our hips to go back. We don't want our knees to go forward, right? It shouldn't look anything like this. Like we're not leaning that way. We're hinging at the hips, just like how you learn to hinge. Hinge, go back, and then we're leaning to the side as we're doing this. Tap your toe, come back to neutral. Always come back to neutral after every single rep. And back, tap, neutral, tap, neutral, tap. Now, some good pointers for this. If we want to work on the inside of our feet, we want to make sure that our toes are pointed forward. You can give yourself a little bit more room to do this exercise. You want to, if you're leaning forward, you're going to target more of your glutes, which isn't an issue. It's just what you're going to target. If you're more upright, you're going to feel it more on your thighs. For this, we want to target the glutes and the hips. So we're going to lean, hip hinge, and lean forward as much as we can to accomplish that tap. Now, my left leg is bent, my right leg is straight, so I'm tapping with my right hand. Neutral, coming back, tap. That's going to be your side lunge. Then after the side lunge, we want to walk ourselves down. We're going to get into our plank position. So for today, we're going to be doing an elbow plank, meaning primarily we're going to be down on our elbows, trying to keep our back as straight as possible. Once we get straight, we want to activate, brace the core so we can actually feel it in the core when we're doing it. I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. So we're going to be here, elbows down, feet somewhat together. The further apart they are, the easier the plank. The closer together, the harder it's going to be. So we want them just about shoulder length. I'm going to get my body straight. Once I have my body straight, I'm going to make sure my hips aren't too high. And then, like I said, we're going to go just to make sure we're bracing that core, keeping it tight the entire time. And this is how you're going to finish your routine. Now, for the final circuit, you're going to also try to get this done 3 times. Side lunge for a minute, 45 seconds rest. Then you have your plank for a minute, or 30 seconds to a minute, whichever you can manage, 45 seconds rest. You're going to try to get this done for 3 rounds. And that is the routine.